Edmund Randolph by Cecilia Cruiser. Randolph was born August 10, 1753, in Williamsburg, Virginia, where he lived all of his life. Son to Ariana Jennings and John Randolph, he later married Elizabeth Nichols in 1776. Randolph attended the College of William and Mary, studied law under his father and uncle, and was a very prominent attorney in the state of Virginia. Randolph was essentially born into the political world. His uncle, Peyton, was a very prominent figure in Virginia politics. He served as an aide-de-camp to General George Washington. In 1776, he was elected to the Virginia Convention that established the Commonwealth's first constitution. He was also the youngest member at age 23 to be elected. He then became the mayor of Williamsburg and Virginia's first attorney general. In 1779, he was elected to the Continental Congress. In 1786, he became governor of Virginia and was later a delegate to the Annapolis Convention. Under President George Washington, Randolph became the Attorney General of the United States. From 1794 to 1795, he was the Secretary of State. He retired from politics in 1795. Randolph is the founding father because he was a delegate to Continental Congress. He wrote the Virginia Plan and presented it on May 29, 1787. It was his plan for a new government. The Virginia Plan was the foundation for the Constitution. Randolph also sat on the Committee of Detail that drafted the Constitution. Randolph is a contributor. With his Virginia Plan as a baseline and sitting on the Committee of Detail, Randolph helped draft the Constitution. However, he later declined to sign it. Randolph felt the Constitution was not sufficiently Republican and was wary of a one-man executive. However, after the Virginia Convention for ratification, Randolph began to support the Constitution and later pushed his state to vote for it. He did not seem to have many friendships or rivals. However, it seems him and George Washington were rather close, and his father might be considered a rival. John Randolph was a loyalist, and during the beginning of the Revolutionary War returned to England to support the king. Randolph's major writings include the Virginia Plan. He is responsible for drafting it and presenting it as a new government form for the United States. His political position switched between Federalist and anti-Federalist viewpoints, but he was mainly Republican. Randolph supported central government and believed in having three branches of order. Also, as Secretary of State, he finished negotiations with Spain for the Treaty of San Lorenzo, which opened the Mississippi River to navigations and fixed boundaries between Spain and the United States. Randolph was also very opposed to a one-man executive and was afraid it would turn into a monarchy situation that the United States had just freed themselves from.